Check.
Cue that we're officially starting.
May God sit in your heart, brother. You know that. Thanks for the heart, man. So, yeah, if you have questions, please wait till the end of the story. Make notes if you need that.
Yeah.
Because we're not gonna get distracted, because otherwise my partner, she's very tough on me. I don't know if you saw the last one. But
I was tough on you for other reasons that had nothing to do with you.
okay.
Yeah,
You're right. Yeah.
honestly.
No, but it was about.
Oh yeah, about the commenting. Yeah,
Don't
okay.
read the comments. You're distracted.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you do get distracted.
Yeah.
But first of all, apologies for the delay.
No apologies.
No apologies.
It's God's will. Everything goes exactly how it needs to go. So not from me. The apology was hers.
Yeah, yeah, because yeah,
You feel responsible.
I feel responsible.
It's okay. Like 2 days. What's that?
I had a hard time.
Yeah.
And
And I had a little difficult time with
I
myself.
made it hard for you too.
You know what I did? Like I put gasoline in my diesel car. Right? So there was a stumbling block.
Yeah.
That I needed to overcome, but I did it myself. Right? Like, so that happened yesterday, right?
Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday you went back twice. And then today you went back twice.
Still, I feel, right, like that I really got the diesel and something is happening with the timeline, but that's me.
Yeah.
That's me. Let's just say I made a mistake. It didn't work out. Didn't start anymore. So a Portuguese guy told me, "Don't worry. Normally I drink Super Bock. Today I drink Crystal." It's another
Someone
brand.
said
It's
that to
another
you.
brand. Yes, yeah. The guy, he calls his dog 25.
Okay.
25.
Cool.
But yeah, been there, done that. First time in my life, but I emptied my car myself. And, gonna put some new filters on, and it's all good. It's all good. We got this.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start. Because
Let's
you want
start.
to do the second one? Take 2.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll keep it in.
Okay. Welcome. Thank you for being here. This is when the story is getting a little bit more dark. Like, so we were in Manchik. We left Manchik because the lady tried to screw us over. And we said, we are not gonna do that. Right? So,
Yeah. And there was no reconciling it either. It was just so obvious and deliberate manipulation that, and we tried opening several things up. It wasn't like we just left because one thing happened. It was multiple things stacking up. And we were like, no, if we stay, it's only gonna get worse. So we decided to leave.
And this is where we start the story. The moment we decided to leave, a guy called us. Are you ready to come?
Not a random guy, of course.
No, the guy that brought us to Lisbon, and we said when we finished with where we are now, and we were there almost 4 months, right? So we will come to you.
To visit. The plan was to visit.
I see the comment, but I will answer it later, or listen to the story, then you know that we are in Portugal. But goed je te zien. I don't know who you are, but always good to see you.
Yeah, so he called us up right like the same day that we said, okay, we're gonna go. He called us up, and he was like, "Why aren't you here yet?" And we were like, "We're coming." This
Be
happened.
coming this week.
Yeah. And
So
then,
when he called,
yeah.
we didn't tell them yet.
No.
We made a decision.
Yeah.
We had a little argument.
Yeah.
Because you were, sorry for my word, a little bit stubborn and you still, no, I want to do that. No, I'm done. Like,
Yeah.
then you're going to stay here alone. I'm going to go. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I was not completely convinced. But that's also a thing that I realized in reflection, that like despite seeing manipulation, I still hold people in high regards and I still hope that they're gonna do differently. But that's part of that mother wound.
but yeah,
But it was so obvious.
I also keep those people in high regards.
Yeah, but there's
Still today.
boundaries. Yeah.
But I'm not gonna I'm not gonna be played.
No, no.
Especially in the mission we are on, right?
Mm.
Like the path we walk for God, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. We had to do it. And then eventually I agreed. And when I came into agreement, your phone rang.
Exactly. This is how it went. And
Yeah.
then, okay, when we're gonna come? He said, like, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna go to Lisbon in 2 days or something, right?
Yeah.
So we went down to tell her we're gonna go in 2 days. Do you remember?
Yeah. And the way they looked at us was like, like their jaws dropped, and you could see in the guy that he felt it coming.
Exactly.
And there was so much disappointment in his face, but he got it. He was like,
their world broke down.
yeah.
Like, and what she said, most likely he told her, don't play that game.
Yeah.
She didn't listen. And yeah, that was their consequences. We tapped out, and now we're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
So 2 days.
Mm-hmm. And then it was still like, oh, are you sure you don't want to stay like a few more days so we can arrange that? And we were like, you've got 2 days to arrange it. Like you'll find a way.
If you're not gonna be honest, you're gonna take the consequences for yourself. We are not responsible for the choices you made. That's between you and God.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
Right?
And then we booked our trip to Lisbon so that we could go to Pomares.
Still like public transport. We didn't have a car yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm gonna open the door for you.
Yeah, it was before we had our Jeep. We went everywhere by bus or like getting a ride or so. Again, this time we went to Lisbon. Met him there. It was late. I remember that because I was very tired.
Late? No, it was in daytime, right? Like,
No.
or 5 o'clock or something. It was not late because it was we entered in Pomares. We arrived in Omares when it was dark, but it was still light in Lisbon. But then it was like a 2.5 hour drive, right?
Yeah, it was a long drive.
So this is why you were tired.
Yeah, okay. Well, either way, I was tired and sleepy.
Yeah.
So I fell asleep in the car ride.
She fell asleep in the car and he started to tell me how he was manipulating his partner and trying to convince me I was doing the same thing. And I was listening to his story and I was like, I don't know what this means, but I was open-minded and I was like humble. So I listened to the story, not realizing he showed me so many truths already.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so this part will return in the story because he told us so many truths, and me especially, and I didn't get it. Like, and then we were at the gas station, and he made me doubt myself a little bit because he was very straightforward, open, honest in what he told, because it was truth, right? He was like, am I manipulating my partner, right? Because there was things going on. You were already in a jealousy. you blamed me for losing your power.
Yeah. Because
Because
you were going sky high, and I was like,
it was not
everything
me.
I was trying was not working out for me, and I was like, my energy is being taken somewhere.
It was not me.
Yeah,
It
I know
was
that, but
God carrying
yeah,
me, and I was obedient. You know,
yeah,
I already knew this is not the will of me. This is God's will,
yeah,
and that's what happened. Right?
yeah, yeah. And I realized in the last one when we were talking about Mashik that I was going into something where I lost my, in my humility, and I didn't do things to be of service. I did them because they
You wanted to be seen.
yeah, exactly. And I wanted my opportunities and all of that. So that's what was the reason why my things were
Your
not
will.
working. Yeah.
Your will
Yeah,
instead
yeah.
of God's will.
Yeah.
Right?
But at the time, this was where I started to blame you, and I got jealous of you. I was envious, and I didn't understand it. And I felt like I really needed to push myself more to get things off the floor. But the more I did that, the more I gave my power away. But I blamed it on you.
Of course.
So that was something that was playing between us, and he saw that somewhere. He recognized it.
Because you started there to listen more to the wrong voice.
Yeah.
That is what was taking your power away.
Exactly.
So to come back to the story, I was like, because we didn't realize that there yet, right? Like we were in that journey, like what? And you were turning against me, and I was doubting myself. What am I doing wrong? Because I'm always willing to grow, always willing to look at myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw like us, like the separation kicked in there, right? Like, well, God was carrying me, and you felt left behind or in some way, right?
Really
like so, and I was like, what's my part in that? Like,
yeah.
And then that guy started to talk about manipulation, and he said, yeah, you do that as well with your wife. I didn't know the guy. I met him one time before when he brought us from Monchique to Lisbon, right? And now we went from Lisbon to Pomares, to their place. Like, so I didn't do anything with it, but I always went in that agreement.
Yeah.
I didn't do that, thank God, right? But I was reflecting on it.
Yeah.
Like, and then we entered a gas station, and you woke up.
I woke up. So.
And I got some candy in it.
Yeah. So they went inside to get some snacks, and he came back before Ricardo did, because Ricardo was still out, and he started talking to me about, my wife doesn't want to have any more children, so now she's not having the intimacy with me, and like he was just randomly, like he opened, I did not speak to him, I was sleeping the whole time, so he opened up this conversation about his wife with me on that specific topic, even though I had not spoken to him. Like, it was weird, like something strange to open up. What did you want to say?
He also talked about the conception, the anti-conception, right? That to you, and he told that to us both. I don't want her to use those pills anymore. And this was the reason why the lady said, no more intimacy in that way, right? Yeah. Because I don't want to have another baby. We have 4 children. Like, this was a boss today. Like he said.
It's like this. Yeah, sorry for the distraction.
Yeah, it's okay. It's part of it. But yeah, so that was part of the thing why she didn't want it anymore.
Yeah, but it was weird. Like, we've met him once before. But we did not talk about his wife before. Like, it was just really strange that was what he started talking to me about in the
Especially to you when I was not there,
exactly, right? Yeah. So anyway, we both kind of shrugged it off, and we were like, okay, that's weird, but
first conversation,
yeah.
Honesty, vulnerability, we love that.
Yeah,
Oh, that's beautiful though. Like,
and we do bring that out in people. People tend to just open up their stuff right away.
Always.
Like, yeah. So, but it was weird nonetheless.
Yeah. So, but then we arrived
Yeah, in
two
the
and a
night.
half later. In the night it was 7 o'clock, but it was
Okay. It was dark.
yeah, it became dark. Like
Yeah.
it's just also the moment we got in touch with land sitting
Yeah. When we
and house
realized,
sitting.
yeah.
Oh, this is also an opportunity we
Yeah,
can
oh,
do
this
here.
is possible.
This is
Oh,
new.
okay. Yeah.
We were volunteering, so we are upgrading somehow.
Yeah, interesting. But again, we were visiting people who were house sitting and land sitting. So, yeah, we went to sleep that night in the caravan.
Yeah, they got us a beautiful spot though.
Yeah,
In a good caravan.
yeah.
Nothing to complain.
No, we had a good thing there.
The first week,
Yeah,
the beautiful lady, beautiful. The children were beautiful.
4 wild boys. They were amazing.
Playing with snakes,
Yeah.
like toads, like lizards. Oh, look what I have! Like, okay, like I was still adjusting to the wilderness. I was like wow,
Yeah.
I love this, right? Like,
For me, that opened up a whole new world because obviously, like, I really wanted to have children, and I didn't know if that, like, how that would look in the lifestyle that we had chosen to live. And so to see an example like that was really, really beautiful.
those children just playing in the mud,
Yeah.
like homeschooling, like playing in the mud, like totally dirty, like that's what I said, catching snakes. Like, can you imagine that your son says, "Oh, look what I got!" Like, yeah.
And wise, really, really wise. Like sometimes the oldest one would say stuff, and I'd be like, "Whoa, okay, dude. Like,
Okay,
you need to give me a moment for that
that's
one. I gotta
profound,
process
right?
this."
Yeah.
But yeah, really, really beautiful. The ages were like between 8 and 2. The youngest was 2, and the oldest was 8 at the time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, hi. So it was
So
a
the
good
first
week.
was beautiful.
Yeah.
We connected. It felt like family.
Yeah.
Like it was so profound that this is the life where God was pushing us towards, right? Like we could see that wilderness lifestyle, that off grid, because we learned more about solar systems, right? Like because they had a really small system, right? Like you
It couldn't handle a lot.
no, 2 tablets. We had 2 tablets, 2 laptops,
Yeah.
and our phones and their phones, and then it was done. Like most of the times in the evening, we didn't have any electricity.
Yeah. And you know what I realized? Like we arrived there with that not knowing that people arrive here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's a process, right?
Yeah,
That's why it's okay. That's why we need to tell them how it works. We are so used to that system.
Yeah.
How everything is so normalized. We have electricity, we have water, we have this, we have that. Like to be self-sufficient, it's a whole different ballgame.
There are things you need to think about. I'm still adjusting, and we've been on this journey for
That's what I
a
say.
long
Right?
time. Yeah.
Chopping wood and carrying water.
Yeah.
This is where it starts.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah. And yeah, so yeah, the first week was beautiful, right? We went on adventures together. Beautiful area as well. Not too far from here.
No, it's like Serra Estrella. We were in the Serra Estrella area, right? Like so pretty high vibes. And this was the first time we got in contact, in the experience with that wildfires, right?
Oh yeah.
All the trees were burned for miles, right? For kilometers, like no big trees anymore. Like, yeah, we carrying water, bro. Yeah, this is how what life's all about.
Yeah.
Chopping wood and carrying water.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? Like the bathtub.
The what?
The bathtub. The bathtub.
Oh, the bath.
Yeah. Yeah, see my English, right?
They had a really lovely bathtub.
Yeah.
Bathtub.
Yeah.
So like an iron one with fire underneath it, and then in like just outside.
Outside,
So
underneath the stars.
it
You
was
know what I mean?
amazing. Oh, that was lovely, man. That was like you could
This
just
is
lay
what
in the bed and look at the
we're
stars.
gonna have some here.
We're gonna
you
have
know,
that,
like still
yeah.
some privacy, but if you want, you can look at the stars, right? Like
Yeah. That was amazing.
wildlife.
But things started to shift quite quickly after that first week. Now, mind you, we were there for a visit. They invited us to visit them, and they also said, you don't have to do anything. Just relax before you go to your next place. Like no expectations. Just
because that we already had the next place, right? We already told the lady we're gonna land it on her land.
mm-hmm.
That's why we stayed for 3 weeks. Otherwise, we could
fill the
stay
gap.
as long as we want.
Exactly, yeah.
Right, and he wanted that, and when the connection, the children, we loved the children,
Yeah.
right? Like we loved the lady, and they were like, it felt like family the
It
first
really
week.
did, yeah.
But then a lot of change, like, and it starts with he offered us, because it was my day of birth, so it was in April, like, and it's also the day of our anniversary, and he said, you know what I have? I have those stamps that you can have a trip with. I said, well, okay, let's go. Like, that's been a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so yeah, why not? Let's do it. Like it's our anniversary, because I don't celebrate my day of birth, to be honest. I don't like it. But that's another story. But it was about our anniversary. So
yeah, and we wanted to spend some time together, and like, yeah, so we said yes to it. And well, you didn't really get affected much.
maybe you tell your experience,
Okay.
and I will tell mine. And then maybe we can help one another, right?
All right,
because
cool.
something happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like we both took one stamp,
Yeah.
yeah, and it didn't have effect on me. So the effect came first with you.
With me, yeah. It started kicking in with me.
And we should stay in the caravan in the private space, but you decided, no, I want to get out now.
Oh yeah.
I want to go to there, and I was like, you want to go with the family while we do this, right? Because I saw it as something sacred.
Yeah.
To go within.
Oh, I need to dig in to the memory first.
And you said, no, I want to go outside. But I was still not in it. So I was okay, if you want to. This is why we went up to the house. Because we were in the caravan, right? Like, and then I don't know what he said. He said something.
You're skipping ahead, because like...
No,
okay,
we went up.
Yeah.
We went into the house.
Yeah.
And you asked her, is it okay to be here?
Mm-hmm.
Because you felt awkward and uncomfortable. You told her you were vulnerable. She said, no, it's okay. Because she was used to him doing all kinds of stuff.
She was what?
Used
to him doing all kinds of stuff.
All kinds of stuff. That's a part that will come fast. The other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like smoking Mary Jane, like, you know what I mean? Like, that was okay. I did that as well in that time. Like, but you went up.
Yeah.
You showed your vulnerability.
Yeah, right. And then at some point we were standing outside, right?
Yeah, because we would go down again.
Yeah, we were gonna go down again, yeah. But then he started asking questions or something?
Before that, I was saying like, I don't feel anything.
Oh yeah.
I don't feel anything. He gave me two. I'm gonna take the other one. And don't get me wrong, these were powerful ones, right? This was not a small dose. This was like one stamp was like a high dose.
Yeah.
But I just felt like myself, right? I didn't get that message yet. So I said, no, maybe I want to go down and take that other one. Mm-hmm. And I was talking to him. Is it wise to take the other one? Because, like, you know what I mean? I know it's a tough dose, but I don't feel anything. Mm-hmm. But then he started to talk with you. Mm-hmm. You remember?
I don't remember exactly what he said. I remember what I said to him in bits.
Yeah. Okay, he said something.
Yeah.
And that activated what you said.
Yeah.
But you didn't say it to him. You
I
said it
said
to
it to
me,
you.
right?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah, because I felt like I was like, oh yeah, I need to take my power back. like I felt so not like myself, and I really need to take my power back and step into my strength and everything. Like it was really like that kind of conversation.
And but she was like getting more loud and like there was some blame towards me because remember
What I said earlier.
what she said earlier, that she blamed me for losing the connection with God while it was her own behavior, and seeing me going poof and getting carried by God. We both got carried because all the financials that came in, we shared that together. It was also your blessing, but you didn't even see that, right?
I didn't feel it that way, no.
No, but it was like that.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, you were there, right? Like, but this was bothering her so much that she started to blame me in her beginning of her trip. Like, she's like, I'm gonna take my power back.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's going on here? Like, what? I was flabbergasted. I was still sober. You know what I mean? Like, she was getting in, and he was like rubbing his hands, and he was smiling. He said,
he said he also literally said, oh, this is amazing. Like, I'm loving this.
I'm loving this. And then I saw a whole different guy, and
yeah,
my discernment kicked in, my intuition kicked in, and I could see something is off here, right? And he was rubbing his hand, and he said, yeah, bro, this is gonna be a pain in the ass for you later. I'm laughing, like, and I let you ramble there because I didn't felt that I needed to
step in.
Yeah.
And we went down.
Yeah, so we went down, and then I opened up. So what's going on? Like, you blaming me?
I remember sitting on your lap and talking about it, and I was explaining to you, like, yeah, because I just don't feel like myself anymore. And what was I saying to you? Like,
yeah, like about the power you lost, and that you didn't blame me in that way, but up you did. But when we came down in our own energy, I started to communicate with you in a very loving way, right? Like, what's going on? Like, do you know what happened up? You didn't even saw it. Only when I opened it up, like, did you see how you turned against me in an instant? Like, what happened there, right? Like, then we got in a conversation. I took the other stand, like.
And you still didn't really.
That's for next. That's all. Okay, and then you went in it, like.
I cried as well.
You cried, and then God started to communicate with me, like, you see, you don't need this. This is man-made, right? Like, you see, like, you think you need this, while you are always like this. So, and I got that message. It's about my awareness, my connection with God. Like, it's my high vibe, me vibing high. Why the stamps didn't work? Because she was in the lower state and she was in it, and I was like, why is she having such a blast, right? Like,
I wasn't having that much fun though.
No, but you were in it, and that's for me a blast as well. You know how I love the depth and the darkness and everything that's part of it, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. So.
But after that.
So my message from God was like, you don't need this stuff. You are this stuff. Like, I was like, whoa, this is crazy. Like.
Yeah, I remember you sharing that with me as well. But for me, it was like some kind of dark seed was planted that night.
Because you went in agreement with what he was saying.
Yeah, because he was also like kind of slithering in that conversation. Like, I don't remember what he asked. I felt
his presence down at the caravan.
Yeah.
I told you. He's
in the
here.
Night
He's listening.
Yeah, he was was listening.
right? Like, and the next day he told me, yeah, you were talking about us or something, and I heard you had a little conflict.
Yeah,
Which we didn't have a
we
conflict.
didn't have conflict, but he was asking that because he was ready to manipulate more.
Exactly.
And I felt that. I did feel that because I didn't feed into that. I was just like, no, we didn't have an argument, and I didn't share any details of what we were discussing or whatsoever. Mind you, we were just treating him very lovingly, but we could see that something was up.
Especially me. I'm high sensitive in that way.
Yeah.
Like, I felt that something is off. I saw a different face, and I told her that I saw a different face. That was something else is with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because I felt that. After that, I knew it in an instant.
Yeah.
And then the next day is where that sexual energy started.
Mm-hmm.
I started to feel sexual energy, like
aimed at me.
Exactly.
And I also felt it. It was really aimed at me. Like, I would be in the living room, like just playing with the kids, and he would like just sit on the sofa staring at me in a certain way. And I felt it. I felt this is strange. This is like, and I'm enjoying myself, and he's sitting there like, It was really, really weird. So I did tell you about it, right?
But I was the one who opened it towards you. Like, I said, something is off. I feel a sexual energy towards you. I could feel it, like, because I'm very sensitive. Like, I could feel it. But we talked together. Let's be aware. Let's see what's happening here.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't put our finger on it. We didn't know what was going on, right? Like, and after that week, in that week, a couple of days later, he said, bro, right? Let's go get some soil for the land. And the days before we worked with him, I did like with the sit, traditional grass cutting.
Yeah, he was teaching you a lot of things when he was himself.
He is very intelligent. He was he was like, he did like off-grid living for him, and they did it for many years.
They were knowledgeable.
So they were, in that experience, I could see him as a master. I could learn from him. And I'm always open to learn. I'm very humble in that way, and I'm always willing, because it's for my own good. I wanted to start a community, so I didn't know what I was getting myself into, so I'm going all in.
You were learning what you could learn. We learned about like the
permaculture,
the greenhouse in the ground,
permaculture,
with the window, like
mulching, like how you dig trenches, and then it automatically waters the garden. So he had beautiful things, but on the other side, there was something very dark lurking in his heart. Like, you know, like,
there was also a lot of alcohol involved from the beginning. Remember that? Because there was like whiskey and
I don't know if you can say those stuff.
I don't know if you can say.
Yeah.
But
exactly. There was a lot of alcohol.
Yeah.
Like,
but then in that week we started to discover that he was also doing harsher stuff.
Harder stuff, you know, that stuff you smoke from the pipe, right? Like that white stuff, like like that real stuff, that hard stuff. And he started, but that's like, let me start where it starts.
Let's go.
So what happened? He said, okay, let's get some manure and let's get some soil. Right, like, so, okay, let's go. And we ended up at the cafe, like, and in that cafe, he said, do you want a beer? And I'm not a drinker for a very long time, but there, I drank some glasses of.
Sorry, somebody's asking about.
No, we're not there yet. That's part 10 or 12 or something. We at part 4 now. We are in the beginning of our journey still.
And we're not calling any names.
No,
also.
We don't call any names. We will be humble. We're not here to bash anybody.
No.
We're here to tell our story.
Yeah.
And the story will go on about, after our story, we're going to talk about spiritual warfare, about God, about repentance, and all that stuff that's so necessary, because
Yeah.
that shadow that you don't look in the eyes will haunt you everywhere. You cannot run away from it. But that's the next story. But this is a perfect example.
Yeah, this is where it started, where we started to see, where we learned that discernment.
It didn't start for me there. I do this for a very long time, since I remember the darkness, right? But here and that's also not where it started. It started already in early Sarah.
Yeah.
But now it became more dark, right?
Yes.
And it required a lot from me. Like, it made me so powerful, though. Like,
yeah.
Because what happened? We were sitting at the cafe, and he was ordering beers. And before I finished my first beer, there was another one. So after 2 beers, I said, you know what? Give me a coffee. I'm not here to get drunk in any way. Like, that's not my style. I don't drink normally. Like, and I didn't want to go there. He was drinking more and more. And there were 2 other Dutch guys that running the cafe. They were the owners of the cafe, a father and his son. And the son asked the question, so you live a community then? No, we're drinking at the cafe's house. So we were at the cafe, and the owner of the cafe were Dutch people like us, and he was also Dutch. And he said, so you live in a community together? So do you have intercourse together? Like, are you like polyamorous? And he said, yeah, he does his wife, but I still don't. So I didn't say anything because he had some strange jokes about that stuff. Like, how do you call that? Like, I don't know how I need to say it.
Zeg het in het Nederlands.
Balletjes opgooien.
So he kept on giving hints, like
Hints
really
in a
strange
very
hints.
subtle way, right?
Yeah.
So,
oh my God. Yes.
What happened? We didn't get to the soil part. We didn't get the manure because in the meantime, it took hours. So what did I do? I took my phone. I said, Davey, I don't know how long this is gonna take. This guy is getting drunk, and he was driving with a trailer he borrowed from another guy, right? And he was becoming drunk. What's up, bro? And I sit there, drink my coffee and my Fanta, and the moment we stepped back in the car, and that was how, to clarify, I was already observing the situation for a week at home, the sexual energy, the hints, the attention towards my partner, right? Like all those things. And I didn't say anything. So let me observe first before I'm gonna open my mouth, right? And then we are at the cafe, and then he made that joke, and that was when we are back in the car, because I'm not gonna make a thing while other people is here. I know how that's gonna end. I'm gonna wait till we're alone, right? Like, so when we drove back, I said to him, what's the deal, bro? What's the deal with the sexual energy towards my partner? You think we don't see this? And he was like, what? Are you really serious? Do you dare to open this up? I said, of course, bro, it's my partner. You think I have her back? Like, maybe you never met a person like me, but I'm a very open person and I will always speak my truth. And I told him, we feel this for a whole week now. Like, it makes Davy very uncomfortable. And I said, I will do everything for her. Like, I will give my life for my partner. He said, what? Are you threatening me? Come, get out of the car. And I didn't even realize what he was meant. What his purpose was in that moment. So I stepped out of the car with childlike innocence. It's okay. Why are we getting out of the car? But afterwards, I got he was trying to threaten me and started a big fight. But he saw my child like innocent, and he was standing in front of me. Say, what do you think you're doing, right? In the middle of the road, in the middle of a mountain road, he stopped the car with the trailer, drunk, right? Stepped out of the car, and he was standing in front of me. Said, and now what? What's the purpose of this all? So do you know how uncomfortable you made my partner? And he started to fake cry, like, this is not my intention. And he was like hugging me, like, oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm just a man. I have urges. Like, I know for sure you have the same urges for my partner. I said, bro, no, bro. That never came to my mind. I have my partner. Yeah, but it's instinct of the man. I said, no, bro, this is between your head. It's lust. It's something you need to look at. So we had a whole conversation, and I don't recollect everything because it was a conversation of an hour. We were like in the middle of the road with like...
Yeah. Meanwhile,
I was like, oh, come on, let's go home, bro. Like, what are we doing here? He said, oh, yeah, you're right. Like, so he was drunk, of course. And I let him drive also. Like, don't ask me why. But I was clearly trusting the situation.
mm-hmm.
So we came home. And Devika was sitting in that bathtub, right? Underneath the stars. And we bought some Mary J, and he gave me a piece. And I just walked. I forgot about him for a little bit. He was drunk, you know what I mean? So I walked away, like, and I said, Davey, this and this has happened. Like, he told me this and this. And like, and I opened everything up. And he was like, what? Flabbergasted that I dare to do that. Like, and I told Davey, because we share everything, right? Like, and I took a bath after you, I believe. And we went down to the caravan, and I felt that energy of him lurking near the caravan again, you know what I mean? So we chose to not to talk about it when we felt that, like,
Yeah.
and then afterwards we fell asleep.
Because we did eat dinner before, like, we did eat dinner after the bath.
Yeah.
Because we ate together, and then indeed but it was quiet at the table, like,
Yeah, of course, yeah.
and the wife was thinking, what's going on
But
here?
because he already knew.
He did not communicate anything with her either.
That's
like,
important
he did
also to
not
share.
he did
Yeah.
not talk to her. He did not keep her posted. So when Ricardo called me to say, like, oh, I don't know how long it's gonna be, she was also like, oh, this is interesting.
Yes.
You know, like, usually he just shows up.
Yeah, but after that, so it was also important to see how he was treating his own lady with 4 little boys, right? Like, because yeah, I know, like, let me at least tell my partner where we're at, so she doesn't have to worry. You know what I mean? So, and because I did that, she knew what was happening because he didn't tell her anything, right? Like,
Right.
after that, there was a little awkward situation on the table. I didn't mind.
Mm-mm.
My mind was clear. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you dealt with it, right?
And
you opened it up.
afterwards, we went down and we talked a little bit about it, but then we stopped. We did something else. We watched something or something together, you know?
We did it.
Oh, we did something else?
We did something else, but
No,
that's
yeah,
okay.
that's like, yeah, okay. She has fun now. It was not impressive. I forgot about it. But okay. Yeah, so what happened afterwards? The next day, he was in the garden, right? He was in the garden, like,
Yeah.
busy. And he was like, and I felt the energy.
Yeah.
I said, oh no, what did I do? I told the truth, like, 'cause yeah, that's what happens. When you speak truth, you will get truth. Like, when you confront somebody like that, like, people cannot deny, you know what I mean? That's the power of speaking truth. Truth will always set you free. So what happened? I walked to him. I said, bro, no hard feelings, you know? Like, let's not make it awkward between us.
Right.
And he said, did you tell my wife?
Oh, yeah.
Did I tell your wife, bro? Why should I tell your wife?
Yeah.
Maybe that's something for you to do. You decide what you're gonna do with that, right? Like, that's not my style. I talk to you face to face. I'm not gonna stab you in the back or in the heart. No, I'm here to be humble. I'm here to be honest, right? Like, but when I told him that, he started to smoke that hard stuff.
Yeah.
So that was the moment he wanted to escape because he was so scared that we would open anything up.
Rocks in the mountains, exactly.
Yeah,
That was what was
exactly.
happening.
Yeah, it was the rocks in the mountains. Yeah. Big rocks. He smoked. And he started to drink more because it was clearly he was in that coping mechanism and he was really fearful.
And his wife could see, of course, that something was happening, right? She was trying to figure it out, but we were like, we're not gonna expose this to her if he doesn't do that. But he used that to his advantage
To
by
manipulate
saying
her.
that we were the ones that were like looking for what he was looking for.
Yeah, something happened with you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to share it. You don't have to if you don't want to. If you're not ready to share that, want to don't do it.
Yeah. Well, this is. It made me, because I have a past of like SA, and also that has triggered something in me when I was younger, when that I was looking for attention from
you
men.
wanted to be seen.
I wanted to be seen, and it's still something that I deal with in a different level now, but like,
so it opened your wound.
it opened up my wound. The fact that I was getting that kind of attention, even though it was making me feel really, really uncomfortable, it still did something with me. Like, I didn't like the attention, like my soul didn't like the attention, but something was stirring inside of me that made me seek that attention anyway. So it expressed itself in the way that I was dressing, because
exactly, it's extravagant.
Yeah.
Not open or something, but elegant. You know what I mean? Because you have an elegant style. You know what I mean? Which triggered him even more.
Yeah.
And this is what he used against you towards his partner.
That as well, yeah. Because she like, she felt really insecure as well from my presence there. And I realized something about my wardrobe in that time, that like my whole reason for how I dressed at that time was to get attention from the male gaze. Oh, the power's going off. Here comes the candlelight, Claudia.
I don't know if you're gonna see it. Give me a sec. I'm gonna fix this. Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe you can give me.
Yeah, I can keep talking. We're still here.
If I can find it, because I need something now. I need one candle. All we need is love.
So you can barely see me, but we're still here. And I'm just gonna keep talking, and maybe it's better so I don't feel so exposed. Oh my god, it's hard to talk about, you know. So yeah, so I realized in that time as well that my whole wardrobe was like based on the
being seen.
Yeah, being seen. And so it was extra difficult for me because I also felt like, am I asking for this? You know, am I calling this upon myself? And I feel like he also knew that somewhere, the guy. He knew that and he was playing into that, you know? So he was doing a whole manipulative game with his wife, with me, with Ricardo. And at some point we felt like, yo, we all need to talk together so that we can open this up, because it's like something's happening and it's not okay. It's changing the whole energy and it doesn't feel right. Yeah, provocative, exactly. So yeah, we actually decided to have that conversation. So we said to the wife, like, listen, we need to talk because there's some stuff going on. And there's a lot of, you know, unclarity. Is that a word? A lot of stuff is not clear. So we need to clear up the energy. But yeah, like I said, so there we are. I was starting to like that candle under my face. But I'll wait for Ricardo to return because he's also part of this. But my part was feeling really uncomfortable yet comfortable with the attention that I was getting. Not proud of it. It like really changed something in me about my personality, my ego. And to this day, I even struggle with, how to dress, because it had been my identity. The way I dressed before was my identity for a very long time. So I'm still finding me in the way that I dress without wanting attention from the outside. So it's not even about the male gaze anymore. It's just, how do I present myself in this world? But lately my focus has mainly been comfort. As long as I'm comfortable in my clothes and there's no pricklies or tightness or whatever, then I'm good. But we're going to the part where we felt like we needed to open everything up and have a conversation.
No.
No?
You forget the part.
Oh.
Because we were talking about the lady getting more insecure. She felt it.
Yeah.
She felt that sexual energy, but because she doesn't have that intuition and she couldn't discern really good what was going on, she was starting to doubt herself.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So we were having breakfast and she opened up the story in Bulgari.
Oh, yes.
Exactly. She was telling like there happened something in Bulgari when they had like an off-grid situation. And there was a lady, a German lady, who was asking her. They were together in a situation. I don't know. I'm just telling what I know, right? So they were somewhere, most likely at the guy and the lady's house, or the guy was not there. The lady, the German lady, was at other friends, and they were there together. And then the German lady asked the lady where we were at, "Can I massage your man?"
Mm-hmm.
And she was like insecure. She said, "Yeah, okay, if you want to." So he was laying down, and she pulled her boobs out and was rubbing in front of
his wife.
Right. And he was like, "Oh, I like this," right? Like, because like this was crazy, right? Like, and it got her, right? So this is part of that insecurity.
Oh, TikTok is checking if we're human.
Yeah.
Oh, babes, do you need to tell me something?
What? What?
It didn't go well the first time.
Don't judge me for it, kid.
Okay.
Okay, to come back to the story, right?
Yeah.
So that insecurity that came up again did her remind her of the story of Bilberry.
Yeah.
And a lot of things happened there because he did her. He did that lady, but that lady had a man as well, and that man was his friend. So this was a typical situation of history repeats itself.
Yeah, and they fought. Him and the guy fought.
But wait, you go too fast.
Okay, I'm excited.
Because what happened, while he did that lady, she became nuts. She was running on the mountain like bare chest, like, like, "Oh yeah, where is he? And she, the lady, was so annoyed by it. And I didn't get, right, she was telling that story completely. The puzzle pieces weren't falling into place yet, right? Like, and he said, "No, I didn't do her. No, I didn't do her." Like, and one day that guy came and went nuts, destroyed the house, wanted to fight with me. Crazy guy, crazy lady, crazy guy. I don't know what's wrong with those people.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And the guy didn't only attack him, he also attacked her. Remember that she, like his wife got caught up in the crossfire.
Mm-hmm.
She got hurt as well.
Yeah, exactly. And most likely those two broke up as well, right? So what happened after that, he was getting more annoyed. First he was like, oh, you're here only for 3 weeks for a visit, you don't have to do anything. Well, I was still doing my thing. I was still helping him with the garden, watering things, doing cutting grass with the sit more than he did. Well, his wife was working with the weed whacker, right? Like we made hay bales, we did beautiful things, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but his expectations grew because he was in that thing, right? It was not him anymore. That darkness came out, right? Like in the darkness, like he said, yeah, you don't know what you're doing. You need to do more and more and more. So he was just trying to force me into some kind of slavery. And I said, like, I do enough, bro. Like, and this was not even the agreement. Like, and then he said one day, okay, let's go out. Let's get the soil today, right? And the same thing happened. We ended up at the cafe, right? And I said, no, I drink coffee. I don't want beer anymore. I'm good. And let's not make it a long day. He said, no, it's okay. And again, we went with the car and the trailer. We started at one cafe. That cafe closed early, and then we went to another cafe. Right? And then he said to me, because he was drunk, right? The darkness came out. The darkness started to speak with me. You're afraid, huh? You're afraid, huh, to be here with me. I started to say that kind of thing. I said, why should I be afraid? This was in Portugal, in Pomares, in the Serra da Estrela. And he started to say that kind of stuff. I said, I'm not afraid. I trust my partner. Right? Like, I'm not saying it's a loving experience in this way, right? We love you dearly, but some things like it's bothering me. So I started to talk about his behavior, and before he knew it, he was talking about that German lady and said, yeah, because that other guy had like intercourse with her. Also, I said, oh, and then all the puzzle pieces fell in place. What he was trying to do with us, he did before, right? And that the other relationship, it clashed, so it worked out for him, right? Like, and I got the insecurity of his partner, and I got the whole situation that God showed me in an instant. Pam, 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 pam. I said, wow. And that day he crashed the trailer. He got a little karma for it, and I drove back. We got the soil. Yeah, no, another guy did, not his wife, the one he did in Bulgaria. Yeah. So the story of Bulgaria, what his wife was telling, it happened. And the same thing, the history repeat itself. He was trying to do this with my partner, with Davy. Yeah. But I opened everything up. So I screwed up his plan. Not that it wasn't working or something, because but he was trying, right? Yeah. And because I opened everything up, he walked into a stumble block, right? And he started to smoke more of that hard stuff, right? And it became, his car broke down, a lot of things happened. The electricity fell, like, so he got a lot of karma, and I see that now, like all that karma he got.
Yeah. And we forgot to say something as well about when he opened that up to you the first time when he was drunk, that he was looking for a mother, another mother, because he wanted more children. So that was that energy that was directed.
No, that's the second time.
Oh,
that's in this time.
Oh, okay. Then go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. That was like because I opened it, and I didn't tell him that I totally understand what was happening. That all the puzzle pieces fell in place. I said, no, like we would stay there for a couple of days and then we would go. I said, no, I see now what's happening here. Thank God, thank Source, thank our beloved Creator that it was with me and opened and that I could open everything up, like, because it was a crazy situation, right? Like. And then he started to manipulate his partner more. We stumbled we came in a financial blockage. right? Which she helped us out because he had so much money, but he threw everything away.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so they had more conflicts between each other. And then she started to ask questions. What is going on? I feel there's something going on. So you need to ask him.
Yeah.
Ask him. Don't ask me. Ask him. He's your man. Something is going on. Like, yeah, because he was telling that we were trying to pull him, or you were trying to seduce him or something, right? Like, so no, this is not the truth. It's the other way around. But ask him, right? Like, instead of asking me, it's between you two, you know, this is between us, right? Like, but he started to manipulate her more, and she became like distrusting. So it became a little bit awkward, right?
And that's when we felt like, okay, we then need to talk all together. If she's not gonna talk to him, then all of us need to talk. And the day that we planned on doing that, there was only you, me, and her in the living room because he fled. He
fled
escaped.
in doing.
Yeah.
He didn't want to be. He didn't want to be open. No, I need to do.
Yeah.
Distraction.
So
how
you talk
doing?
about it amongst yourselves, like, but he was the missing part. Like, he was the person that could bring it all together, and he refused. He didn't want to talk.
Exactly. But yeah, and he was fleeing in doing, and blaming me that I didn't work with him while he was escaping reality. Right, and this was the end, though.
Yeah.
So the day he would brought us to our next location, he just dropped us at the bus station while we didn't have money.
Yeah, he literally dumped us. He dumped us at the bus station.
Because
he said,
his
you go ahead and
game
figure
didn't
it out
work
yourself.
out.
Yeah.
And the darkness came more. And it didn't work. He could see it. Like, after that, the relationship, and months later, the relationships fell a bit apart. I don't know if they're still together. They lost the land.
Yeah.
They could stay more than 5 years. But shortly after we left, like 6 months, they needed to leave the land and they needed to rent something. So God works in mysterious ways.
We never heard from them again because
No way.
Oh, okay.
You're not right.
Okay.
You told me just now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was gonna say that as well, but go ahead.
No, you were talking, right?
Yeah. So because I said we never spoke to them again because we even after this situation and after we left and got dumped, and even during a little bit, we noticed that he was starting to add our friends on Facebook and starting to send weird comments on their posts and also sending them private messages and stuff. And we were like, huh, what is going on?
And sending me voice notes.
Oh yeah,
where you could feel like this is. That's what I said. Especially under influence, he was influenced by a dark entity. This was clear to see.
Yeah.
Behind that darkness was a beautiful man. I've seen it. Yeah. But when he chose not to confront his own behavior, not to confront the pain and the deceiving behavior, he changed to something else.
Yeah, he was completely taken over at the end. Like he was not there anymore. And like when we say we got dumped, it's like literally we were not people anymore. The car ride was silent. He dropped us off.
He said like, yeah, it doesn't have to be awkward.
Yeah, but that was for him.
Yeah, exactly. What came out of his mouth. But he tried to manipulate us still.
Yeah.
And we didn't fall for it. So his whole scheme fell apart. You know what I mean?
But yeah, when he started doing those things on social media, we even had to say to our friends, like, look, just ignore this, don't take it seriously. And then we blocked him. And she still tried to like find answers, and we were like, listen, if he doesn't want to share that with you, we're not gonna like damage his we're not gonna damage his things from our perspective. So you really need to talk to him, like figure it out with him. And if you can't get the answers, then that's that. And then she started talking about, oh yeah, give me back what
The 30 euros
what
that
you
she gave
what I
to
gave
us.
to you out of friendship and this and that.
Because she felt betrayed by us while I was manipulating him, and she gave us 30 euros. She said, I don't have it, I don't need it back. I love you dearly. You are part of our family. But he was getting into her mind.
Yeah.
And that was also the story of Bilgery, right? He did this before, and I only know about that story. I don't know about other stories, but I saw her insecurity, and I know why she didn't want any intercourse anymore. Like he was right. Do you remember what he said in the beginning in the car? Whoa!
This was his game all along. Like from the start, this is what he was trying.
He said, I was manipulating my wife, and you are doing the same thing, right? Like, he was, like, so yeah, so we left on a bad note, yeah. But like, I tried to talk with him a couple of times, but then we blocked him. Like, because we were on the other land, he was still bothering us with his negativity.
Yeah.
And that's the moment I said. And he's the first person we didn't have contact with anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was this was a crazy one, man. A lot happened. Like I really.
But that darkness that followed us around since the beginning of Portugal, it became worse for me. I have my whole life. But I saw how personal it became.
And I think that from that part of me that somewhere like liked the attention and responded to the attention, that was my agreement for more of that darkness to come in.
Exactly. And we're still working on it, right?
Still working on it.
Right.
That's crazy. Like this was so bleh.
Yeah. And to add something, right, like, because Davy was she shows more and more of the things that happened, how she blamed me, but while she was disconnecting from God, how things happened, which was her own doing, turned against me in this period already, where you were Switzerland. I don't know what's happening here. Instead of standing next to me and let's go do this together, because that was God's will, right? Like, I never stopped loving you, right? Like, even though I saw all that darkness, right? Like, I only loved you more.
Yeah, you did, and I just turned against you even more and more.
Yeah, which is part of our journey. It's about acceptance, right?
Yeah.
You need to accept the darkness first before you can rebuke it. And I don't mean that entities that are haunting you.
No, right? No, the darkness that those entities latch onto.
The portals, right? Like, yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. We forgot one bit though, the hug.
Yeah.
But that was in between.
We opening up together, right? Before she told her story.
Yeah.
We talked with him.
Yeah.
And you said, I don't want nothing from you.
Yeah.
So get it out of your head.
Yeah.
Right? And then he said, yeah, but you're like, your clothes is so like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if he was like blaming it on you. And then he said, okay. And he gave you a hug of almost 5 minutes.
Yeah, a really weird hug, really long, right in front of Ricardo.
And he also said something there. He said, she can stand on her own feet. You don't have to protect her. And he said something to you about me.
Yeah, he said the same thing to me, like, yeah, you can take care of yourself. Like, you can do your own thing. Something like that, like some black seed.
Yeah.
That is still, that's still in there.
Yeah.
But then after he gave that hug, I I was a little bit flabbergasted in the first instance, but it started like chewing away at me. And a bit later, I decided to ask him, like, what was that hug for? I think it was the next day. I was like, what was that hug for? That was weird. And then I heard his answer was so like all over the place. There was no clarity whatsoever. And that's when I realized like there's no talking to this guy anymore.
No, he was lost.
Yeah.
Like,
But that was in between, like when we were gonna have a conversation all together and her opening up about her experience in Bulgaria.
yeah. So yeah, this was part 4.
This was part 4 of our journey in Portugal, the third location.
And it's getting more spicy now. Like, this was spicy, right? Because this was like, yeah, you didn't stand, especially in my shoes, like, because yeah, I felt fear. I'm not gonna lie. I felt fear. Well, I know I have faith, right? Like, it's a knowing, and in a knowing, I don't do belief systems. It's the relationship I have with my creator, our creator, right? And I see how necessary it was for me to speak my truth, to open everything up, like to protect my beautiful lady. And I still don't judge them for anything. Don't get me wrong. Because when you judge others, you always judge a part of yourself. So no, I'm not into that. I try to reach him even in his darkest moments, while it was pretty personal towards us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, trying to make babies with my partner, like, that's a bit insanity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not to judge it, don't get me wrong, just to be realistic and to really realize where we went through in that 3 weeks of period. True love will always prevail. There's no other way. But love is an inside job.
Yeah.
It starts there.
And sorry.
You cannot love others if you don't love yourself first.
Because I find that I still quite judge the situation, and I know that it's because of the parts that came up in myself, you know, like I'm not loving this at all, yet there's something inside of me that likes this. Like, what is that? Like, it's very difficult for me to let go of the judgment. But it feels good to talk about it in this way as well, and to see like how it's still in
Lingering.
process. Yeah.
Of those dark seeds. This is most like really profound.
Mm-hmm.
This is what happens if you get influenced by the outer world
Mm-hmm.
and you're not in alignment with God.
Yeah.
Because everything is within. So don't get distracted by the outer world.
Somebody just said that as well. Don't listen to other people's judgment upon your love. Don't let it make you question, only embrace.
Facts.
Yeah.
I read it.
But we are done with the story of Pomares. Let me see, did we say everything? Yeah, we got dumped and then we went to the next place, and we will talk
And
about
luckily,
the next place.
some friend got us because we didn't have money. He dropped us at the Tondela bus station with no money, while he promised us to bring us to our next address. Like, but yeah, no weapon against us, formed against us, will prosper.
Yeah. Let's do an official end and then we can talk to everybody, because
Exactly.
thank you so much for like talking to each other in the comments as well, because I know when we go in story time, it's like, do they even see us? We see you, but we have to keep up the story, right? So
otherwise
thank you.
we get lost in the sauce,
Yeah.
right?
Thanks for sticking around. Official ending.
Thank you. We love you. May God sit in your hearts. Trust thyself, know thyself.